What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here. Sorry about my voice if it sounds a little weird. I've got a little bit of a cold, as you may have seen on the stream on Tuesday, but I just wanted to do a review of these Icons of the Realm epic level starters. So you can see there are 7 minis in here. I'm going to open this in a second, and I'm going to talk about how they compare to the original Icons of the Realms. So you can see we've got a Dwarven Cleric, Human Fighter, a Elf, I think this is a Wizard, or no, Sorcerer, an Elf Wizard, Halfling Rogue, an Invisible Halfling Rogue, and a Human Barbarian. So, you can see the back here. Glory awaits. Go forth into a world ravaged by dragons and plagued by undead with the motley crew of wandering adventurers. Also included is a high quality paper map for parties campaign, so we're going to take a look at that as well. Here's our paper map. We'll look at that in a sec. Let's take a look at the minis themselves. So, we have our Dwarven Cleric here. A female Dwarven Cleric. I don't know if this is going to go into focus or not, maybe. But she's got, her axe is, got this kind of, her warhammer. Makes me almost think more of a paladin than a cleric, because it's got this crazy kind of radiant effect on it. You can see she's got this badass shield right here. So that's her. We have, see, does it say on the bottom? Sun Elf Wizard, so it was a wizard. This is again another female. Oh, the light isn't coming into focus. Push that out of the frame. See if we can't get. Oh, I had it there for a second. But we. It's been far out. Maybe we'll take this now. Maybe. Guess not. Alright, well. As you can see, we have our Sun Elf Wizard. Female wizard here. With her little fireball effect. We have this. Oh, this is a Wood Elf Druid. Not a wizard, my mistake. As you can see, he's got this little fireball shooting out of his hand here. He's got some sort of weird hair thing and some sort of long staff and a little dagger. We have 2 halflings, which is kind of cool. We have, since these are the rogues, we have our, he didn't really get much of an upgrade, to be honest. He's kind of similar. We have the halfling rogue and the invisible halfling rogue. Nothing really remarkable about him. Same thing with our Northlands Barbarian. Cool looking. Nothing too crazy about him though. Big axe. And then lastly, we have our human ranger. I don't know if that bow is supposed to be so bent like that, but that just may be a product of the packaging. So these are the actual, these are all the minis that you get. Now if you've been keeping track, there actually are 2 sets of previous Icons of the Realms. There was the original set, which came with this human ranger here. This one here. Human ranger. This Sun Elf female wizard. The little orange glowing fireball in her hand. The female Dwarven Cleric. The Halfling Rogue, which as you can see looks basically identical to the epic level one. Not very epic. The Northlands Barbarian. I actually needed a half work for a for one of my PCs, so I painted this one differently, but he basically was the exact same one. So it's the the Northlands Barbarian. I just painted him up gray to make him more half-worky. And the original one came with Drizzt, dual scimitar-wielding Drow Elf Ranger. And I believe on the bottom, it says Drow Elf Ranger Drizzt, so it is basically him, no questions asked. So this was your original starter set then what they did, they didn't actually post, I don't think, anything different, was they pulled Drizzt out of it and they popped in your Wood Elf Druid, who looked like this. Very similar to the one we were just looking at, and then this was the set here. Although it did change the skin color of the human ranger to go from white as the original one here to kind of this dark brown black ranger here. Still kept pretty much the same color scheme for the armor. So I guess what we can do real quick is just take a look. So you've got your original Dwarven Cleric and your epic Dwarven Cleric. She's since got a shield and has a cool magical effect on the top of her warhammer. Your Northlands Barbarian, again, mine's painted up as a half-orc, but he looks pretty much no different. He just has a different stance. Still got the same axe, still has the same clothing. His cape got a little bit shorter in the back, and he got some green pants. Your Wood Elf Druid, he got... Let's see, let me just take a closer look here. He looks... His hair, I don't know if you can see it in this, but the hair, they really kind of like screwed it up, and it looks like the hair on the top of this dude's head came out like weird in front of his face to almost like a beard, which isn't the case, but his staff got upgraded to be metal on the tip here. And he's got this cool fireball. His clothing got a little bit darker and weird, you know, hair thingies. Our Sun Elf Wizard, she actually got quite a change in her skin tone as well. Again, these aren't really focusing, but you can see right there. Change in her skin tone. Her armor's pretty much the same, and rather than holding a fireball, she now has a nice staff and some sort of wave fire attack in front of her. A ranger, looks like she went from a longbow to maybe a short bow. Still got her hooded cloak here in the back, but she doesn't really look, I don't really get the feeling of epicness from her. You know, again, the thought process being like you start with these characters, then they level up to get to higher levels, and then you buy these upgraded minis, so now your characters are epic. And then the halfling, I mean, his cloak became like a more olive green. I don't know if these are going to focus or not, but you can see not a huge difference in this guy. So, anyway guys, that was just a real quick video of those minis. Now, let's take a look at this map that came with it, which is the first time we've gotten a map like this in the 5th edition set of minis. Just inside here. Nice thick cardstock. It's white on the one side and then the actual map on the other. So can we move ourselves out a little bit there? Get a little bit more in the frame. So here's our map. We've got, you know, D&D logo down here in the bottom corner, and it's just grass with a couple of rocks, and we've got a cook fire. See that because of the reflection, but we've got like a little campfire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21 across, 15 wide on your 5-foot square map. This could make a nice generic forest encounter, or perhaps a camp site. You know, it wasn't required to put that in with this. And now we can put all our guys here on the map. You know, again, it's a nice little extra to add in. Was not required for a set of minis to add a map, but still pretty cool. You can see all our guys fit in nicely. So, anyway guys, just a short video on that to show you what was going on if you're looking to pick up the epic level starters and sort of a little history behind where the idea came from, and to showcase them off with their older versions. So, hope you enjoyed it guys, and I'll see you next time.